L. Could this simple 2015 D Washington quarter in your pocket be worth a jaw-dropping $1 million? Well, it's possible, but it's not as easy as it sounds. In today's video, we're breaking down what makes certain 2015 D quarters so valuable, what to look for, and how you could strike gold in your change. The D on this quarter stands for the Denver Mint, where millions of these coins were produced. So, what makes a few of them potentially worth $1 million? First, let's talk about rare mint errors. Coins with striking mistakes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned edges, can drive their value way up. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare finds because they're so unique. In fact, the right error coin could bring a massive payday at an auction. Some coins have sold for thousands, and in extreme cases, even reached the $1 million mark. So, what should you be looking for in your 2015 D Washington quarter? Here are a few key things: die cracks or misprints on Washington's profile, off-center strikes or unusual edge designs. These rare errors make the coin unique and incredibly valuable. Want to check your quarter? You'll need a magnifying glass or a microscope to spot some of these tiny details. It's all in the precision. Remember, not every 2015 D quarter is worth a fortune, but with millions still in circulation, you might just have a valuable one sitting in your pocket. Always check your coins carefully before spending them. You never know when you could hit the jackpot. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin tips and tricks. Who knows, your next discovery could be $1 million find. We're diving deep into why certain 1940 quarters are so valuable, and what you need to look for in your own collection. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. While most quarters from this era are common, there are a few rare examples that are worth an absolute fortune. Let's break down why. First, it's all about condition. Quarters that are graded in mint state condition, meaning they have never been circulated and have no wear, are where the real value lies. A perfect mint state 67 or higher can fetch hundreds of thousands. But there's one specific quarter that sold for over $1.3 million in a public auction. So how do you know if your quarter is valuable? Look for these key factors: its luster, lack of scratches, and sharp details. The better preserved, the more valuable. But there's more. Rarity also plays a major role. While millions of 1940 Washington quarters were minted, only a few have survived in pristine condition. These quarters, especially with rare mint errors like double strikes or off-center minting, can dramatically increase the value. In fact, in a recent auction, a nearly perfect 1940 Washington quarter with an exceptional strike and pristine preservation shocked collectors when it sold for over $1.3 million. Imagine finding one of these rare gems in your pocket change. Here's what you need to do. 1. Check the condition. 2. Look for any mint errors. And 3. Get it graded by a professional. Even if it's not in perfect condition, a 1940 quarter can still be worth much more than face value. So what are you waiting for? Check your collection, visit your local coin shop, or search through your pocket change. You might be holding onto a piece of history worth $1.3 million. We're diving into the hidden world of rare coins and what makes this quarter from 1941 so valuable. Let's take a closer look and see if you have one of these hidden treasures in your collection. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. But not all quarters are created equal. The 1941 Washington quarter might look ordinary, but some rare versions of this coin are highly sought after by collectors for their historical significance and unique minting errors. Let's break down what to look for and why some of these coins could fetch you $1.5 million. First, let's talk about mint marks. The 1941 Washington quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones from the Philadelphia mint don't have a mint mark, while the others will show a D or S just under the eagle on the back. But here's the catch: it's not just about where it was minted, but also how it was minted. One of the reasons certain 1941 quarters are worth so much is because of rare minting errors. Some coins were struck multiple times or have off-center designs, making them unique. These errors turn an ordinary quarter into an extraordinary find, driving up its value at auctions. A prime example is the 1941 quarter that sold for a staggering $1.5 million at auction. The coin was in pristine condition with flawless details, and the rarity of its error made collectors go crazy for it. But remember, condition is everything when it comes to coins. If your quarter has minimal wear and tear, and especially if it's uncirculated, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So what should you do if you think you have a rare 1941 quarter? First, handle it carefully. Don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the coin's value. Next, take it to a professional coin grader to assess its condition and authenticity. Could a small piece of history like this be hidden in your coin collection? Check your quarters carefully, because that old 1941 Washington quarter might just make you a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. We're diving into what makes this coin so valuable, and how you could possibly have one hiding in your pocket change. Let's go back to 1942. The United States was in the midst of World War II, and silver coins, like the Washington quarter, were still being minted with a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper. But what makes some 1942 Washington quarters so incredibly valuable? First, condition is everything. Quarters that are in pristine, mint state condition, graded MS67 or higher, are extremely rare. The sharper the detail, the higher the value. But there's more. Some 1942 Washington quarters have unique errors or varieties. These small minting mistakes make them one of a kind and highly sought after by collectors. For example, double die errors or misaligned strikes can dramatically increase the coin's value. A rare error combined with excellent condition can push the price of one of these quarters to the astronomical $1.6 million range. One of these rare coins sold at auction for over $1 million, making headlines around the world. Imagine finding that hidden treasure in your collection. Here's what to look for: sharp details in George Washington's hair, clear and crisp lettering, and, if you're really lucky, an error that could make your quarter worth a fortune. So, if you have a 1942 Washington quarter, don't let it slip away. Get it checked by a professional coin grader. You might be sitting on a gold mine. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more exciting coin tips. Who knows? Your next find could be worth millions. We're diving into the rare and incredibly valuable 1943 Washington quarter that has stunned the coin world with its massive value. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 in honor of George Washington's 200th birthday. But the 1943 version is particularly unique because it was produced during World War II, when silver and other metals were in short supply. During this time, coins were made from a mix of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving them their distinctive shine. While millions of these coins were minted, only a select few have risen to legendary status for their rarity and condition. So why is one of these quarters worth a staggering $1.8 million? It all comes down to the grade and condition. The most valuable 1943 quarter ever sold was in near-perfect mint condition, graded MS68 by PCGS, which is almost unheard of for coins from this time. Out of the millions made, only a few 1943 Washington quarters have survived in this pristine state. These coins were likely stashed away right after minting, preserving their original brilliance and detail. And when one of these rare gems hit auction, collectors went wild. In fact, in 2020, one of these coins sold at auction for an astonishing $1.8 million, making it one of the most valuable Washington quarters ever. Now, you might be wondering, could I have one of these quarters? It's possible. But to fetch such a high value, your 1943 quarter needs to be in top-notch condition, little to no wear, perfect luster, and free of any scratches or blemishes. Cut to tips for identifying valuable coins, narrator ****. Here's what to look for in your 1943 Washington quarter, in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse. That almost looks brand new. The absence of major scratches, dings, or other forms of damage. And of course, getting your coin professionally graded is essential. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, be sure to check your pocket change. You never know, you might be holding on to a fortune. A 1943 Washington quarter like this could turn you into a millionaire overnight. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows, your next coin find could be worth millions. Could a simple quarter be worth over $1.2 million? Well, if you've got a 1944 Washington quarter, you could be holding a small fortune in your hand. This particular Washington quarter was minted in Denver, identified by the small D mark right here. But what makes it worth over $1 million? Let's find out. In 1944, the United States was deep in the final stages of World War II. Quarters from this time were made from 90% silver, and while millions were minted, very few of these coins survived in pristine condition. Condition is key when it comes to the value of rare coins. The 1944 quarter that sold for $1.2 million was in mint state, meaning it was never circulated, with no scratches or wear. Achieving this level of preservation is incredibly rare for coins that are 80 years old. This specific 1944 Washington quarter was graded MS-68, which is nearly flawless. The rarity of its high-grade condition drove collectors into a bidding war, ultimately pushing its value to $1.2 million at auction. So how can you tell if you've got a valuable quarter? Start by checking for the date, 1944, and the Denver Mint mark. Next, inspect its condition. The closer to mint state, the better. Even if it's not in perfect condition, these coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Always keep an eye on your change. You never know what hidden treasure might be waiting. A rare 1944 quarter could turn your pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Could you be the next lucky owner of $1 million quarter? Make sure to check your collection, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more coin collecting tips. We're diving deep into why this quarter is so valuable and how you can spot one. Let's get started. The Washington quarter was introduced back in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1945, this quarter was already a common coin in circulation. But what makes the 1945 quarter so special? Well, as World War II came to an end, the mint struck millions of these quarters, but only a few ended up with rare, valuable errors or unique characteristics that collectors now crave. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Not all 1945 quarters are worth millions. Most are worth face value. But certain coins stand out, especially those in or those with rare minting errors. Look out for coins with an unusual strike, double dies, or even those with missing mint marks. These little details could turn your quarter into a $1.9 million jackpot. Top-graded 1945 quarters, especially in MS-67 or higher, are what collectors are after. A single pristine quarter, graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC, can be worth over $1 million. In fact, the $1.9 million coin we're talking about was sold at auction because of its flawless condition and incredible rarity. So how do you know if you have a valuable 1945 quarter? Start by checking its condition. If it looks nearly untouched or has an error, it might be worth grading. Look for sharp details, no wear and tear, and any oddities in the design. If you find a potential gem, consider sending it to a professional grading service. That could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Who knew a little 1945 Washington quarter could be worth $1.9 million, right? So check your coin jars, collections, and even your pocket change. You never know what treasure you might find. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share this video with your friends. You might help them discover their own hidden fortune. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for that $1 million quarter. Have you ever wondered if that old Washington quarter sitting in your pocket change could be worth a fortune? What if I told you there's a rare 1946 Washington quarter that's been valued at an astonishing $1.4 million? That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Washington quarters and uncovering why one specific 1946 quarter could make you a millionaire. Make sure you stick around to the end, because you might have this coin in your collection without even knowing it. Let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1946 Washington quarter worth $1.4 million, let's talk about the history of Washington quarters. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It was initially meant to be a one-time commemorative coin, but ended up replacing the standing Liberty quarter in regular production. For collectors, Washington quarters hold a special place because of their history, design, and, of course, their silver content. Until 1964, Washington quarters were struck with 90% silver, making them a valuable asset for collectors today. But the 1946 Washington quarter? That one's in a league of its own, and in some cases, it's worth an eye-popping $1.4 million. So what makes it so special? There are several factors that can make a coin rare and highly valuable. For the 1946 Washington quarter, we're talking about key factors like mint errors, high grades, and rarity. Some of the most valuable coins are due to mint errors, and 1946 is no exception. These errors could be double dies, off-center strikes, or even incorrect planchets. For the 1946 quarter, specific mint errors have made some examples worth thousands and even millions of dollars. The condition of a coin is one of the most important aspects when it comes to its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins that are nearly perfect, known as mint state (MS) coins, are extremely rare and valuable. The 1946 Washington quarter that sold for $1.4 million was graded MS-68, which is an almost flawless condition for a coin that's nearly 80 years old. There are also proof versions of Washington quarters, which were specially struck for collectors. These coins have a mirror-like finish and are struck with more detail. While the regular business strike 1946 quarters are valuable, the proof versions can be worth even more, especially in high grades. Now, let's talk about the specific 1946 Washington quarter that took the coin world by storm and sold for $1.4 million. This sale happened at a prominent auction, where collectors and investors alike were vying for the rare piece. Why was this particular coin so valuable? As mentioned, this coin was graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, which made it an almost perfect example. Not only was it in near-perfect condition, but it also had an outstanding eye appeal with brilliant luster and incredible detail that you simply don't find in most circulated coins. Only a handful of Washington quarters from 1946 have been found in such pristine condition, making this one an incredibly rare and valuable find. So, how do you know if your 1946 Washington quarter is worth more than face value? Here are the key things to look for. First, Make sure you have a 1946 Washington quarter. Look at the date on the coin, which is located below Washington's portrait on the obverse front side of the coin. On 1946 Washington quarters, you'll also want to check for the mint mark. The mint mark will appear on the reverse back side of the coin, just below the eagle. If there's no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. If you see a D, it was minted in Denver, and an S indicates it was minted in San Francisco. Take a close look at the coin under magnification to spot any errors. A double die, where the coin's image appears doubled, can significantly increase its value. Any other unusual features, like an off-center strike or even missing details, can also make the coin more valuable. One of the most important factors is the condition or grade of the coin. If your quarter is in mint state condition, meaning it looks nearly brand new with no signs of wear, you could be sitting on a valuable coin. A professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC can help you determine the exact grade of your coin. Another thing to consider is the silver content of the 1946 Washington quarter. Since these coins were made of 90% silver, they also have intrinsic melt value. As of today, the melt value of a 1946 quarter is about $4 to $5 depending on the current silver price. But remember, melt value is just the base value. If your coin has any of the rare features we've talked about, like a high grade or mint errors, it could be worth significantly more than its melt value. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1946 Washington quarter? The first step is to have your coin professionally graded. This will give you an official grade, which is essential for determining its value. Coins like this often sell for top dollar at coin auctions. Look for reputable auction houses or platforms like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. If you're not sure where to start, consider taking your coin to a reputable coin dealer for an appraisal. They can help guide you through the selling process and may even make you an offer. And there you have it. The story of the rare 1946 Washington quarter that could be worth a staggering $1.4 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth checking your coins for hidden gems like this one. You never know, you could be sitting on a fortune. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins that could change your life.